Alright, welcome back everybody for the second video of the week. I thought since last week I did, not last week, sorry, last video I did our keeper guesses. I thought since it is the NFL draft, I would do a mock draft. So what I'll do is I'll go through all the keepers I took in the last video. Showing what round they were kept in, how many times they've been kept, so you'll see that on the screen. Then I will show the draft board, showing what the keepers put in, as I have some first round keeps, there's a second round keep. It'll also show you where Sunil's 2 picks are in the second round. And then I'll get drafting. So on my screen, basically, I'll just be moving names into a spreadsheet here, but on your screen there, you'll see the Sleeper app. I noticed that I can manually enter the players. So you'll see on your screen there where I've already entered in all the keepers that I've guessed. So this allows it to take it out of the draft board. So when I go to manually put in the players, all of those players won't be there. So that'll be nice to see. So then as I enter them, you will see kind of like a little draft board on your screen. You'll kind of see as I go through each pick the players that are there, just kind of, I think it's based on the current ADP on the Sleeper app. So I just kind of did that for fun. It's the first one, so I'm not going to take it too serious. It's April 18th, Easter weekend, WrestleMania weekend, so it's a good time. So all right, so first things first, I will go through the keepers. I meant to show this at the end of the last video, but I realized I didn't have the screenshot on my phone, so I was too lazy to come all the way back downstairs. So here it is. So I'll just go through it person by person. So for myself, I have Jamar Chase and Brian Thomas Jr. For Wayne, I took Josh Allen and Ladd McConkey. As I mentioned for Jen, I went a little off the board with Josh Downs and Jawan Jennings. Sunil with his 3 early picks, I went with Mixon and McLaurin. Just gives me a good baseline. Richard, AJ Brown in the first round and Trey McBride. Ty, I went with Garrett Wilson and Sam Laporta. Jeremy, for the sake of this mock draft, I'm taking Justin Jefferson and Brock Bowers. The Evil Buddies, Devon Achan and Kyron Williams. Rob, I went with Amon Ra and Tank Bigsby. Dave, I went with Malik Neighbors and Roma Dunze. Tom, CeeDee Lamb and Jordan Addison. And Dallas, our champion from last year, Bucky Irving and Puka Nacua. So that's who everybody kept for the sake of this mock draft. So you'll see there on your screen now the draft board showing, AJ in there, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors. You'll see there in the second round, Sunil has his 2 picks back to back. So with already having Mixon and McLaurin, kind of leaves him wide open to do whatever he wants. So that's kind of why I went with that thought process. So yeah, you might as well just hop right in here. I love that currently right now I have the first round pick. Leaves me lots of options. So as I mentioned, I have Jamar Chase and Brian Thomas Jr. as my 2 keepers. So on the board there's obviously Saquon, Bijan, Gibbs for the running backs, and the kind of the top receivers there are Collins, Lennon, and Hill. I really like Jahmyr Gibbs. I really enjoyed having him on my team last year. What worries me is if I brought 3 guys back from last year's team and finishing 9th, is that a good thing to do? I don't know. It doesn't feel right. So I'm going to go with a running back on my first pick, but I am going to take Bijan Robinson. Oh, sorry, that did not work. Why is it not working? Sorry. There we go. Okay, I'm taking Bijan Robinson as my first round pick. Okay, so that means Wayne is up. As I mentioned, Wayne took Josh Allen and Ladd McConkey. So again, for Wayne, maybe running back's the best option. So the top three there are Barkley, Gibbs, and Henry. And then wide receivers, Nico, London, and Hill. Wayne had Saquon last year. Maybe he's worried that Barkley was run down. You know, he had over 2,000 yards. They played him a lot. History has shown us that the running backs the next year aren't always the best, right? They tend to get injured or that they have a little bit down year. So I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs for Wayne. Same reason why I love him. I think Wayne will take him there. Okay, next up we have Jen. As a reminder, Jen has Josh Downs and Juwan Jennings. So I fully expect her to go running back in this scenario. So again, the top three are Barkley, Henry, and Jacobs, and there's Christian McCaffrey there as well. I don't think she'll take him again after he kind of burnt her last year, but I do think this is about as far as it'll go before Barkley drops. So for Jen here, having two receivers, I think Barkley is the real safe option and probably the smart option. All right, okay, moving along. Next up, we have Sunil. As I mentioned, Sunil has Mixon and McLaurin. He's got 2 picks there in the second round. So just kind of looking at the board here again, top running backs on the board are Henry, Jacobs, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall even down there. Wide receivers, we got Nico, we got Drake London, Tyreek Hill, JSN, T. Higgins. It's kind of your top guys there. I do think he'll go receiver. I think Mixon's a good steady running back, even like a top 2, low 1 kind of running back. McLaurin's a top receiver he's keeping there. So I am going to give him Nico with Houston. Would you do the 2 Houston? I don't know. London's a little tricky with Penix. Hill, Tua, and him. I'm gonna go with Drake London to Sunil. I don't know if that's what he would do, but that is what I'm gonna go with. So next up there, you'll see Richard has AJ Brown as his keeper. So that moves us right down the line to Ty. So Ty, who did Ty keep again? Ty has Garrett Wilson, Sam Laporta. So that kind of leaves him open to go any direction. He's middle of the pack next round. So there's roughly about another 10, 11 picks at the most before his again. So I think we're thinking that route. And him having a receiver and a tight end, I think he is going to go, I think he's going to go Breece Hall. I think he's going to think Henry's too old, Jacobs is hit or miss, McCaffrey's always injured, Jonathan Taylor you don't know, so that leaves Breece Hall. But that seems like a reach. Especially when you got guys like Nico and Hill, JSN there. He doesn't need a tight end. I mean, we got Lamar, Wilson, and Laporta. You know what? I'm going to change it up. I think Breece Hall's a little bit of a stretch. I think he'll get a decent running back on the coming back. I'm going to say he takes Nico Collins with his first pick. Next there we have Justin Jefferson. So Jeremy has Justin Jefferson there and Brock Bowers. Again, he's kind of got that do you go receiver heavy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 9 picks. Or sorry, the buddies have 8 picks. Oh, what did I was just sorry. I was thinking I was picking for Jeremy again. Holy. confused myself. Okay. Next up we have the Buddies. Oh, I got so focused on the Justin Jefferson idea. Okay, so the Buddies. Who does the Buddies have? A-Chen and Kyron Wilson, so they'll go receiver. I don't think they'd go Lamar here. There's about 8 picks to their turn next time. We got TJ Hawkinson there for a tight end. I don't think that's the direction they'll go. So I think Tyreek Hill is probably what they'll do. I mean, you got to take him soon. So I think that's a good spot for him. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, next up we got Rob. Rob has Amon-Ra and Tank Bigsby. I know that one seems a little off, but I don't know. I think that's a sneaky good pick. But anyway, so he's got a running back receiver, which can leave him open to go any direction. I don't see him going quarterback yet. So that kind of leaves Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, JSN, T. Higgins, Mike Evans. Who would I think Rob would take? I mean, Derrick Henry, for all the reasons why I said Tom wouldn't want to keep him. I think it was Tom. As a second round pick, you know, he's a year older. I mean, he still looks good out there, but, you know, Father Time, as we all know, is not so kind to us all. I think Rob will go JSN. I think that's what he'll do. I don't know for sure, but that's what I think. Okay. Next up, we have Bills Mafia and Dave. So as you saw on the board earlier, he has Malik Neighbors next round. So this would be his only pick for me here. His other keeper is Roma Dunze. I just think he's going to take 2 young receivers. I think Dave's going to change it up here a little bit, kind of build him, you know, maybe potential 2 keepers again next year with those round picks. We'll see. So with Neighbors and a Dunze, I think this is where Derrick Henry's going to go. I think, yeah. Although I don't see Dave as the Derrick Henry type. I really don't. I think he would really struggle with that one. Same with Jacobs, McCaffrey, and and Jonathan Taylor. Sorry, a little hockey playoffs there. The 2 names were beside each other on my board. Let's see. 2 receivers. I think. Don't think he'd take T. Higgins. I don't think he would take a second receiver on a team there. Mike Evans, I think he'd shy away from due to age. I don't think he's taking a tight end. I don't think he's taking Lamar with having a keeper in round 2. So, I think Dave. I think Dave is going to go Breece Hall. I think this is where Breece Hall goes. I don't know if Dave likes Jonathan Taylor. CMC is broken. Josh Jacobs, I don't know if he likes. Derrick Henry's old. Yeah, I think he will take Breece Hall. It's a pretty good first round pick. Unless something happens here through the off season, I think that could be a good way. I don't think he would take a rookie at this point. For rookie running backs are tough, but Genty's supposed to be good. It'd be his only chance of getting him because he wouldn't be there in the 3rd round, I don't think. I think he would be gone by the end of 2, early 3. Yeah, no, stick with Hall. Okay, Tom has CeeDee Lamb next in the draft board, so we'll skip over that. So we get to Dallas. So Dallas is interesting, right? He's got Bucky Irvin, Puka Nacua. Late round picks. He's got a heck of a board in front of him. He can really go any direction he wants. I don't think he... I really struggle with Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, McCaffrey, because they're all guys I would not take. So why would I think any of you guys would take them? But someone's got to take them. I don't know if he'd go T. Higgins, Mike Evans. I know he got burned on Harrison Jr. last year, so would he try it again? I know he doesn't like Devonta Adams. It's too early for any of the remaining tight ends. Lamar, I might just give him to him in his next pick, but Dallas doesn't seem like he would take Lamar. But I'm already giving him Bucky Irving as a wild card pick. Dallas likes having really good players on his team. Would you waste an unknown in Genty here? Or would you go take Chase Brown again from having him last year? But that seems earlier to take than over those other guys. Chase Brown seems like he's a tier below all four of those guys. But Higgins and Evans are probably your best two with Harrison there. He's got 2 picks, running back, receiver. Would he do the same? No. I think he is gonna go... I think he's gonna take Jonathan Taylor. I don't know which one of these 2 picks he's gonna take him, but I think one of these picks will be Jonathan Taylor. And I think the other one will be Marvin Harrison Jr. I just don't know why T. Higgins is in this pot. Like, I get it. The Burrow... Dallas likes to take players he likes, but does he like him after last year? Don't see him taking one of these older running backs. I just don't see it. So I'll give him T. Higgins. Change it up so it doesn't feel like he got burnt. So I'll do T. Higgins. Strictly ADP, having Puka, solid number 1. If he has Bucky Irving, Jonathan Taylor, that's 2 pretty good running backs. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Whew. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking on the time there. I didn't want to be too long for you guys here, but we're into round 2. So I'll recap round 1. So you'll see it on your screen there. We got myself taking Bijan, Wayne taking Gibbs, Jen taking Barkley, Sunil with Drake London, Richard had already kept A.J. Brown, Ty is taking Nico Collins, Jeremy is keeping Justin Jefferson, the buddies are taking Tyreek Hill, Rob with JSN, Dave is going to take Breece Hall, Tom was keeping CeeDee Lamb, Dallas took one of these next 2 guys, so either Jonathan Taylor or who I have here as the first pick in the second round as T. Higgins. So I don't know which one he'll throw in that slot out of the 2, but those are kind of where I think the first round will go. So as I mentioned here in the second round, Sunil has 2 picks back to back, so I'll keep that in mind. And all right, let's move it along. So we're back to Tom. So Tom's pick, as we know, is a keeper of CeeDee Lamb, and I have him keeping Jordan Addison later on in the 8th round. Tom did really well last year. CeeDee Lamb was awesome. Derrick Henry was awesome. So this is where I think Derrick Henry's going to go. I think Tom's going to go and take Derrick Henry right there. Could be totally wrong, but hey, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Rob. So who did Rob have again? So Rob now has Amon-Ra St. Brown and Tank Bigsby, who he kept. And then JSN, who he drafted last round. So he's got 2 receivers, a running back. So looking at the board, kind of the running backs there are Jacobs, McCaffrey, Chase Brown, and Genty. Wide receivers, we have Evans, Adams, Harrison. Or where do you go, Lamar? I think, to be honest, I think I made a mistake with Derrick Henry. But that's okay. We're going to move on and go past it. So I think Rob is going to take a running back here. And I think Rob is going to take Aston Genty. Now, part of me thinks it could have been Tom to take him. Possibly Dallas, but I'm going to stick with the board I took. I'm going to jump that one in there for Rob and move it along. Hey, that's right. Just the way the board goes. That's what I'm going to do. Jay and Adam here, they kept 2 running backs in Devon Achane and Kyron Williams. Drafted Tyreek Hill. So looking kind of at the board, I don't think they'll go running back. Just because they already have 2. Your receivers there are Evans, Adams, Harrison Jr., Lamar. For quarterback, we got TJ Hawkinson, tight end, is kind of the top one there. I do think the buddies will take Marvin Harrison Jr. Second year. Why not? Okay. Jeremy's up next. We have him keeping Justin Jefferson in the first round and keeping Brock Bowers as a tight end in the 9th round. Sorry, I was just thinking about last round, laughing at myself. Again, I really don't think people are looking at Jacobs and McCaffrey. I just don't like either of them, so I'm trying to stay away from them from everybody else. But I do think for Jeremy, he's probably going to have to go running back. So I am going to take for him Chase Brown. No, what did I do wrong? There we go. I just, again, I'm staying away from those 2 guys. I may not draft them this round. Maybe I'll give one of them to Sunil. I could see him maybe jumping on a Josh Jacobs train, but we'll see. That's 2 picks away. Okay. Next up is Ty. So Ty, I drafted Nico Collins for him and then kept Garrett Wilson, Sam Laporta. So he needs a running back. Ooh. So kind of on my board here, I got Jacobs, McCaffrey, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Alvin Kamara, James Conner, David Montgomery. Does Gibbs take a little more role for Montgomery? Excuse me, I don't know. Connor, I don't know. I don't trust right now. I don't know what's going on in Arizona in terms of the running back situation this time of year. Kamara looked okay last year, but that's another year older for him. I do like James Cook in that offense. Kenneth Walker, I think his 2nd round pick's probably where he was going to go anyway. With Genty gone, I really don't know who I would give him because normally Ty likes rookies. I know there's that other rookie out there, but he's probably going to go in the 3rd, maybe 4th round, depending on how our draft goes and where team he goes to. I'm going to give him Kenneth Walker the 3rd. I think that seems reasonable. He's a good running back. He's young, Seattle. Yeah, so we'll go that route. Okay, now we're up to Sunil back to back. So, as I said last round, I drafted Drake London for him to go along with Joe Mixon and Terry McLaurin. So, I think he's in a great position already. So, I'm going to go a little off the board here, knowing he doesn't have a 3rd and 4th round pick. I think he's going to lock up a few things here. In my mind, with having 2 good receivers, running back, why not take another receiver and a quarterback here, right? Now, my thought process would be the stack, right? Don't take Lamar. I know probably Lamar is probably the better pick. They're probably similar in their projected points, but if he's got McLaurin, why not get Jaden Daniels, right? So with his first pick, I am going to give him Mike Evans, solid receiver. There's no drama with the Devonta Adams. You know he's probably going to get somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500 yards, probably somewhere between 8 to 12 touchdowns. So I think he's a pretty safe bet, right? So now at this point, he's got 3 solid receivers. And Mixon, I know it's not the best running back, but I think when he gets back in the 5th round, he's got some good middle range running backs that he could pair up and go for it. So I'm going to actually go off the board, give him the stack, and go Jaden Daniels. Oh, 2nd round, first quarterback off the board. Crazy. Anyway, I didn't think I would do that, but just the way this kind of played out, I thought that would be kind of fun. Anyway, now back to Jen. Who did Jen take? Oh yeah, Jen was the 2 receivers, followed with Barkley. I don't think she'll go McCaffrey, even though he's here. I still don't think he's worth a 2nd round pick. I don't know. That's too many injuries over the last number of years. It's not worth it. And then I think this next drop off to running backs might not be what Jen's looking for in terms of Cook, Kamara, Hubbard. Does she like Devonta Adams from his Green Bay days? DJ Moore could be good. Zay Flowers should be fairly, yeah, I think fairly steady, right? But he's not like a flashy name. But we got Barkley, those 2 guys. Yeah, I think I've got her. I don't know. I'm going to go with, sorry, just cracking my back a little bit. Devonta Adams. Seems reasonable. Gonna do it. I don't know. I think he's kind of the best receiver on the board. I think he's always steady. We know he likes to get all the yards and all the touchdowns, so why not draft him, right? So that's why I'm going with that one. All right, Wayne. I like Wayne's team so far with having Josh Allen, Ladd McConkey, Jahmyr Gibbs. Really gives him a good foundation. Can go any direction here. Josh Jacobs isn't a bad pick, I don't think. The DJ Moore, Zay Flowers still has that same conversation. I don't know what to do. I think because he has a pick coming around right away, the receivers are all fairly good, right? Anywhere down this list, we got DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Cortland Sutton, Chris Olave, Metcalf, Waddle, Devonta Smith. Just a couple of different tiers there, but they're all really good. Running backs, Jacobs, McCaffrey, Cook, Kamara, Hubbard. Like, I already feel like we're struggling for running backs. I don't see him taking Hawkinson or Kittle. I mean, it seems really early for those kind of tight ends. He's already got Josh Allen, so he doesn't need to go Lamar. So I think he is going to go... It's a good chunk of receiver, so he doesn't, unless he wants 2 here to get 3 with McConkey, Gibbs, Allen, and then get those next tier of running backs. I don't really know. I think if I was him, I would probably go receiver here because I like who they are. So, because there's a chance, if I was him, yeah, okay. I think he's kind of the end of a tier. I'm going to give him Zay Flowers. I like him better than DJ Moore. Just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. I just really like what Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson does. And then this also gives Wayne the hope that maybe I don't draft a quarterback here. And maybe he gets Lamar around the turn. Oh, no, he's got Josh Allen. So never mind. I keep forgetting he's got Josh Allen. So anyway, I'm going to give him Zay Flowers. Okay. Next up is me. So I have Jamar Chase, Brian Thomas Jr. Obviously, Jamar Chase is, top, we'll say 5 receiver. Brian Thomas Jr., I think it's going to be between that 10 to 15. I'm hoping Bijan could be a top 5 running back. I don't like Jacobs McCaffrey. I don't really like Cook, Kamara, Hubbard, Connor, Montgomery here. Wide receivers, I don't like DJ Moore, as being honest. Cortland Sutton's not bad with Knicks there. I don't like Olave. I like Metcalf. I just don't know about in Pittsburgh. I'm not doing Waddle and Smith like I did last year. I felt burned by those kind of guys. Too early for a tight end in my mind. I really don't want to hop on any of those guys. I get the next pick coming around the bend. So I liked my strategy last year of Hero RB. I waited too long for the next running back because I really don't like those backs there. So I'm going to try that strategy again and go with do I like DJ Moore better than Cortland Sutton? If I knew for sure Pittsburgh and confident in Pittsburgh, I could go Metcalf. I just don't know how that team will do. I don't like Waddle. I got burned last year. Devonta Smith, again, I felt burned by him last year. I don't like Jalen Hurts. I think he's over Lamar. Too early for a tight end. I don't want Jacobs or McCaffrey. So if I take Lamar as an insight, then who would I take coming around the turn? Who would I feel confident coming around the turn? So did I say Caleb? Lamar. I was thinking, maybe I was in my head, Caleb would, I don't know what to do. Give me 1 sec. It's 240 for points last year. Okay, I'll reluctantly do it because he is higher ranked. I don't know if I like him over Sutton. Let me just see. Yeah, that's right. I didn't think I like him more than Sutton. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I don't like it. I'll do, well, actually what I'll do is I'm gonna take Lamar Jackson as my 2nd round pick, and then I will keep, and then I will draft, technically, Cortland Sutton as my 3rd round pick. And the reason being is if he turns out being awesome with Caleb Williams, then I like him better as a 3rd round keeper over a potential 2nd round keeper. So that's the only reason. So, okay. Well, that's good. Just over about half an hour, I guess. So hopefully I didn't bore you guys. Hopefully you stick along. So on the screen there, I'll post the board. So quickly running through it. For myself, I have Bijan and Lamar. For Wayne would be Gibbs and Flowers. For Jen was Saquon and Devonta Adams. Sunil with all his picks got Drake London, Jane Daniels, and Mike Evans. Sorry about that. Richard just had AJ Brown as a keeper. Ty had Nico Collins and Kenneth Walker. Jeremy kept Justin Jefferson, drafted Chase Brown. The buddies Tariq Hill and Marvin Harrison Jr. Raw was JSN and Aston Genty. Dave was Brees Hall and Captain Malik Neighbors. Tom was keeping CeeDee Lamb and draft Derrick Henry, which I don't agree with, but I'm sticking with it. And Dallas, Jonathan Taylor, and T. Higgins. So I had a lot of fun doing that. That's fun. Hopefully you follow along. Once we have the NFL draft and we kind of see where the couple rookies go, if there's any trades of players in that during the draft, we can figure that out. So get this posted right away and enjoy. Take it easy. Bye.